check back in with Chief Meteorologist Dan Cianca, back for one night only, and it is coming to an end.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah,
you're just feeling it. We got a couple. If you see Scott Rates or Lisa Montgomery, they both have birthdays today.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm allowed to divulge that personal information, but there it is. So make sure to wish them a happy birthday. So a long time ago, I said I'd make sure to come back and work tonight for them, but I'll be back again in like a week and a half. Finally back off leave. Anyway, so one night only, as he said. So let's take a look at what's going on out there. I have a lot to talk about. I mean, it's been a while since we've spoken, right? We've had a lot of weather. We had some rain showers a few days ago. Yeah, real rain occurred. I went outside in the middle of the night just to experience it. You got to live the weather, right? You got to live it. Would you trust me if I didn't live the weather? If I was like, oh, I don't really care for the rain, or drizzle, not a fan. Thunderstorms? Get out of here. No, you wouldn't want that. That's a poser, is what they call them, because you're posing as someone you're not. But anyway, that's why I had to get out there, experience some weather for you all. Happy to report that it's been a pretty nice month weather-wise. We've had some warm weather on the coast. We've had a lot of sunshine, maybe a little bit different than our typical August, and hopefully you've enjoyed it too. You might even be saying, it's been a little warm and muggy, Dan. I don't really care for that. That's perfectly fine. You're certainly entitled to that opinion. The inland areas have not even been super hot, so it's really been a pretty pleasant month. But of course, you know, you could have had a different experience. So what are we going to see looking forward? Well, we take a live look out there tonight. Things are pretty quiet this evening here across the Monterey Bay area. The difference today was the return of the low clouds. They're going to be with us for the next few days on the coast, just because the pattern has shifted a little bit. So instead of having a deep trough over the west coast, which has brought cooler than normal temperatures inland, brought some snow to the Sierra Nevada. How long has it been since we've seen that? A little bit unusual for this time of year, but it also kept our inland areas cool and our coastal areas warm, mixed out our marine layer because it was so deep, the marine layer was so deep, we had a lot of vertical action in her. Now, ridge of high pressure, it's a weak one, but it's kind of edged back to the west, and that's pushing down on the marine layer, compressing it. But because we're also seeing some heating inland, it started to change that pressure gradient, and we've seen the return of that onshore flow. It's not really been windy or gusty or anything, but enough to pull that constant pool of cool air off of the water, which has brought the clouds with it, and that's going to be the case here over the next couple of days. The ridge actually strengthens a bit tomorrow, so that heating trend inland will continue tomorrow, and the cooling trend on the coast will continue tomorrow. Now it gets mixed up midweek a little bit, though, because we're battling between several air masses. We've got the ridge easing by midweek, and then we've got low pressure passing by to the north, so marine layer will probably deepen a little bit. During that deepening process, we'll see the clouds hanging around on the coast, and we'll cool down a bit inland. And then toward the end of the week, the ridge tries to push back into the Great Basin, so that's going to push back down on the marine layer, but probably stabilize it and keep the clouds around. Meanwhile, we'll warm up inland, and then by the weekend, another trough of low pressure will start to move in for the holiday weekend on the coast, and then maybe get to the point where it eventually mixes out our marine layer again, and we see a little bit more of the weather we have been experiencing, which has been that unusually warm coastal and cool inland style weather. So yeah, there's some fluctuations going on here over the next couple of days. In the meantime, tomorrow, maybe kind of a normal foggiest day for us. We've got some low clouds on the coast. We'll wake up to patchy fog around the bay tomorrow morning. Into the afternoon hours, we'll clear out. Santa Cruz, we still have light northwesterly flow in general, so Santa Cruz, you're more likely to clear out than anywhere else. And the clouds are more likely to stay on the south and east sides of the bay. Of course, we always get a little clearing on the east side of Monterey, south side of Seaside. You folks know how that works. But tomorrow, probably a little bit cloudier and cooler day on the coast, and inland areas will be warmer. That kind of getting a little on the hot side. Boulder Creek tomorrow, 98 degrees. Mid-80s in Bonnie Doon. 90s in Felton, Scotts Valley. Santa Cruz proper, right around 84. There will be a big contrast in Santa Cruz. If you're on the cliffs, beaches, you'll probably be in the 70s tomorrow. But you might even approach 90 degrees as you head north of Highway 1. So a little bit on the contrasty side. 80 in Capitola tomorrow, still nice and warm if you head to the north side. Beaches on to the east shore of the bay. Cooler and cloudier. Castroville Marina probably be dealing with some clouds at times tomorrow. Upper 70s zone. Still in Watsonville, you were in the 80s today, so that's cooler. Salinas also cooling into the 70s tomorrow. Mid 90s in Hollister, triple digits in Gilroy, feeling the heat. On over to the peninsula, mid 60s out to the points. Upper 60s from Carmel along the highway through Monterey and Seaside, and then farther south, 90 still in Carmel Valley, but the Mid-Valley may be like 78. There'll be a big contrast in the Carmel Valley tomorrow. The Salinas Valley ranging from 83 in Gonzales to 102 in Bradley. 7-day forecast for coastal sites showing a significant cool down Wednesday because that marine layer deepens. And so that means we'll have more cloud cover out there and it may stick around a little bit more during the afternoon hours. Plus, we'll have less northwesterly flow. It'll be a little more westerly. So right now, tomorrow specifically, that high temperature on the coast is upward because the north side of the bay will be so warm. We won't have that. So Santa Cruz will be a lot cooler Wednesday, whereas Monterey will just be a little bit cooler. And then we'll slowly creep upward in temperatures through Friday. And then to the weekend, we'll probably warm up a little bit more with deepening of the trough, which could allow for some deep mixing of the marine layer and more sunshine. Inland areas cooling down over the next couple of days. Tomorrow will probably be the warmest of the next 7. Ultimately, for the rest of the weekend into the holiday weekend, we should be within a few degrees of normal. Danya.
Awesome. Thank you, Dan.